All right, let's do a playback here. I got this wingman here. I got a little information for you here, and we want to talk about names of football players now. You know, I'll tell you, my government name is Melvin Johnson. My mother said she named me after my uncle, whose name is, I found out later, his name is Malvin Johnson, Malvin. So I don't know if she was doing me a favor or whatever, calling me Melvin, but I don't, you know, it is what it is. You know, I'm an old school G, and you get those old names like this. But some of these names today are just drive me crazy. I'm going to go over some names of some NFL football players. One guy's name is Kool-Aid McKinstry. His government name is Quincy McKinstry. He's from New Orleans Saints. Another one is Juice Scruggs. His government name is Frederick Henry Scruggs from Houston, Texas. Tank Bigsby. Government name, Jameson Williams Bigsby, Philadelphia Eagles. Puka Nacua. Government name, Micaiah Nacua for the Rams. Chop Robinson. Government name, Darius Robinson, Miami Dolphins. Boogie Basham. Government name, Carlos Boogie Basham Jr., New York Giants. Smoke Monday. Government name is Smoke Monday. He don't play in the league no more. Storm Duck. Government name, Storm Duck, not in the league no more. Amon Ra St. Brown. Government name, Amon Ra Julian Huru J. St. Brown. Detroit Lions. That's a whole lot of shit to be pronouncing. And then another one is Equanimous St. Brown. Equanimous Tristan M. Hatupi J. St. Brown, New Orleans Saints. What's up with this stuff? Come on. Just name a person, just a regular name. So when they go to the DMV to get their driver's license or they get their passport, it could be a quick visit. Where all these names come from? Tokpafius, Jim Babius, all these names. Just name folks, you know, I understand, you know, that, you know, folks don't want to name their kids Bill Davis. It was a whole period where everyone was naming their kid the same thing. Just make it simple. Thomas Davison, you know, Clarence is a, you know, Clarence is pretty much going to be a brother. James is going to be, you know, could be a brother or anybody else. Carl, that could be anything. But these names, Storm Duck, Equanimous, you know, some of these names, you know what the guy looked like before he shows up, you know. Just name your kids just a normal name. Just go to the dictionary and say, okay, what should I name my kid? You know, I have no problem with Bill or Susie or Marilyn or Martha, something, I don't know. But when you're trying to be cute with folks' names, these kids go through punishment the whole year in school. And then if you're a coach, and I coach football, how are you going to pronounce a guy, you know, his name is Aquanimous St. Brown, all this stuff, you're never going to let them get in any of the drills that's going to help them out because their name, you can't pronounce their name. Give them simple names, you know, like, Jim, Bob, or Clarence. You know, Clarence, we go with Clarence. Tyrone is a name that, you know, you can go with Tyrone if you want. Tyrone, that's one of them. Rayfield, we can maybe use Rayfield. There's some names that we can use. Michael's is a common name. Billy, all this stuff. Just give them some, you know, we just want to call them out. We don't want to try to figure out what their name is. But all these NFL football players, I think you can't put all these names on the back of a jersey. Kool-Aid McKinstry. All these names, and these guys probably can't play worth a damn with these rough names that they got. I'm just trying to figure this stuff out. Just let me know what you think. Put put some comments down there so I can respond to you. But you know, this some of this stuff just doesn't make any sense. You know, ha ha, Clinton Dix. Yeah, he was a terrible football player. Ha ha, that's funny. You're terrible. How'd you even get a gig? He wasn't a good football player. C.J. Uzomah, Duke, you know, all these, Devon A-Chain, he was okay. Juju Smith-Schuster, mediocre player. But I think the worst name on this is Equanimus St. Brown, Barcavius Mingo, DeBrickashaw Ferguson. These guys, I'm like, come on, man, you hurting these kids. You know, you're scarring them for life with these bad names. Okay, I got to say it. I'm out. Not stopping.